he had been convincing me, don't play it just yet, Matt. When you can play the version that has all the DLC and all that stuff. But I had a bit of time tonight, and I wanted to try out some of the Geforce Now. And this is one of the few games I have on my Steam library that works with it, that I want to play. So why not? I'll tell you why not. I'll tell you why not. You should have waited. Think of all the great things you could have done with all that extra stuff, all that extra DLC and everything. And he's probably right. He's probably exactly right. That Horky usually is. He's a clever guy. I haven't used my... it's so weird going from a PC to a Mac. Just to have it as a little side computer. So this is the Geforce Now. And this isn't, like a particularly difficult game in terms of, running things, showing things. So it's a pretty good candidate for that stuff. You're not worried about like latency or any of that crap. What a beautiful game world and atmosphere. I just love it. I'm getting a lot of that weird stuff. Apparently it's not that my speed... It's not that my download speed is not adequate, but it's the... What do you call it? Latency. I love this character portrait. This is just day one. Did I start over? Who are you? Just a gardener. Oh, this is way back at the beginning. Interesting. Very interesting. Because it had a bunch of saves. And from what I saw, I figured that the saves were... I mean, if it had saves at all, you think it would be pretty up to date. But I guess not. Oh no, I guess not. Alright, we'll just pop that into there. Pop a diddy puff. There, let me see this. Okay, what do we have for load game options? December 30th. I was playing this on New Year's Eve back before the pandemic. Of 2019. That was a fun New Year's for me. Day one. Yeah, they're all day one. I feel like I did so much more since then. Interesting. But alright, that's what we have. Hey! It's Arifiara, number 5. How you doing? How you doing, Arifiara? I think the bloody, what do you call it? The bloody restream chat's not showing up for me, and it's supposed to be. I should be able to be seeing all these messages. All 3 of your messages should be showing up, but they're not. Arifiara. Oh, you're in D Live. Excellent. All right, buddy boy. I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty chill. I cut my hair. It's a bit of a disaster in the back, but I think the front is passable. As long as, from here to here is okay. That's all that really matters, right? That's all that really matters. So I was a little bit worried about that, but overall, I think I'm doing okay. How are you doing there, buddy boy? All right, let's solve. I think I've done my just murder stuff. The corpse in the yard through the hole in the fence. We need directions. The corpse. Brushing a fleck of soil off her cheek. I love how this painting, she looks like the girl with the pearl earring. Very interesting way of doing it. It's evoking these like impressionistic paintings. It's set in this world that's kind of like our world, kind of not like our world. Pretty fascinating. All right, let's look at this body. There's a really, really funny character up here. These kids throwing rocks at this corpse. They're awesome. Come on, let me talk to them. Come on. Fucking Cooney. Hey, you kid. It's weird because the way they record it, it definitely sounds like they're in a room as opposed to being outside. I wonder if that's intentional or like a low budget thing or why. Fuck, do they care? Fucking is what it is, you know. He's what it is. It is what it is. Yara wound. What does that mean? I want to discuss the body with you again. Oh, so we've already been here. Gotta ask. Who is Kuno? Kuno's Kuno. You already know that slow shit. How could I forget? Kuno thinks you have brain damage or some shit. You know what I love about the dialogue in this game? What I love about the dialogue in this game is that you have to be careful about what you're saying. Like, people are constantly trying to outsmart you. And they're usually successful. That's the best part. You go down the wrong path. You know he's gonna get you. You are Azerbaijani. Are you now? Hello, Azerbaijani. Alright. Kuno cares. Kuno does care, though. Kuno, stop being nice to the pig. Separate from Kuno, fat-ass creep. Ease off, see, don't be telling Kuno what Kuno can do. What else you want, pig man? Figure out what's going on. Empathy 4. +1 made him respect you. He does respect us? Nice. That feels good. More questions about the crime scene, yeah. The kingdom of Kuno? Fuck you want with it? You are a Turkish family? Great. There we go. Now everyone can see your lovely words. I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else. Okay, we have nothing. He doesn't give a shit. Discuss the body. Do you know who he was? Anyone suspicious? Couple of pigs sniffing in the dirt. Called us a fagari. Looks like you're a fagari now, whatever that means. A suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations. He's Kuno's fuck gimp. Drama, medium success. He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know. So you don't know anything, or I meant who he was. Let's be direct with this little fucker. Kuno knows all kinds of shit. He's not a snitch. That didn't seem to work. Do you know who he was? Let's try that again. He's a fuck gimp. I meant who he was. It's not a switch. Same thing. Same answer. Okay. I kind of like that it was the same answer. I wouldn't want to think that I'd have to go through all the questions over and over and over and over again like that. I think that would be pretty annoying. Didn't see it happening? You heard Kuno. It wasn't even Martinet. Wasn't even Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. Uh-oh. See, now he's trying to come up with something. So he's lying or hiding. Night City? He was playing Cyberpunk. There is no Night City anywhere. Bye, Arifayara. Azerbaijani. Where is Night City? Or I could just tell him, let's be direct. That's fictional. Why, you gotta be riding me ass? Okay. Oh, there we go. Kuno's building Kuno City, Night City, Rage City, City of Rage. And it's not lame. There we go, we got these two fighting each other. Divide and conquer. Possible to deduce what it is about. If it's important, it'll come up later. Focus on the case. Okay, suspicious isn't going to work, but is he not antagonistic anymore? Morale. I healed my morale. That seems like a smart thing to do. Alright, I wonder if there's we could try some of these other options. We said that doesn't exist. Where is Night City? Okay. I don't know if we learned anything else from that. But it is what it was. I wonder if we can upgrade our empathy. The jam mystery. Someone's using terminal B to struggle raw ingredients of drugs into Revachol. Oh, maybe this is all still day one and we've done a whole bunch of this. There's something else she wants to tell you. You just have to present her with your badge. Or a favor. Joyce. Let's find out about Joyce. Put the advanced race theory idea into the free internalizing slot in your head. And pass some time. That's how thinking is done. Alright, well, let's do that. Advanced race theory. Yeah, we did that one, didn't we? It is there. Yeah. Okay. He's working on it. Everything's calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery is cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead. Okay, so let's talk to Measurehead and let's talk to Joyce. So where are these people? Measurehead and Joyce. Ooh. Where's empathy? This is so gross, all these sound effects. Alright, what's our fella got to say? I don't think we need to tell him that. We can't remember anything. The Hanged Man. We're holding our breath now. Sure, what are we going to do? Let's ask for his thoughts. Get a little information. Tell me about the case. What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down. We know nothing. Yeah, let's have a brief. 3 days ago, the RC Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanging in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the whirling in rags hostel cafeteria. Cadaver had been there for 4 days and no one had come to investigate. The victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify but used the word lynching. It's an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistic company, the Wild Pines. Cats scratch my beautiful speakers. I was told we should approach death as part of this dispute. Security guard or worker of some sort, hired by the Wild Pines, but it's hearsay. Leonard! How you doing, buddy? They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device. Yeah, I never stream it this time, but why not? I had a bit of time. Why hide themselves? Strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers union is a de facto police in Martinez. Now they started executing. We cannot allow that. You just woke up? Oh, crazy. The Revachol Citizens Militia, the police. Morning, Princey boy. You guys wake up at the same time? Great. Secret task complete. Ask him to tell you about the case. Apparently on this Geforce Now, you can also play what's called Flight Simulator, which I wouldn't mind playing and have it look good. Try to climb this thing. Wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. Might hold the weight of that boy. I want you to get up that ladder, Kuno. He's not going to go up. I want to go talk to this little kid. Oh, Prince, what a nice, positive, wonderful, beautiful thing to say. Snuff her shit. Snuff her shit. Snuff her shit. Yeah, take her in. She likes to role play.
What's going on there? What are you trying to pull, pig?
Child, converse with me. You there, behind the fence.
I come from the woods, Cooker Mitchell. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I see. Be traumatizing, innit?
I really want this kid to... There we go. Endurance. You need the legendary endurance to do this. Let go of your nose without throwing up. Can't do that, or we're going to throw up. Active decay. It's okay to throw up, he says. No, we don't want to do that. So we need incredible endurance, or maybe like an item. We need to talk to Joyce, and we need to talk to another fella. Yeah, I threw this game on because I thought I wanted to play something on my computer. On this computer. Oh, is it a tarot card thing? Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. That's pretty cool. That's such a good tune. There's bottles. You could pick them up if you had a bag. I don't know if the game's being serious or not. If that's a sarcastic thing, like, oh yeah, do you really want bottles in a bag? You can. Or if that's something actually really useful. Like, yes, get a bag. Then you can use the bottles to trade for something or get somebody to do something for you. What's your name? I'm looking for a Joyce. You're not Joyce. The shelves compel you. Oh yeah, the character models are really beautiful. And just so different too. You know, they really have a very unique style. This sort of like kind of big problem with this cat who, I mean, I see why they name these things mice and mouse. Even the trackpad, she's like, yeah, trackpad. Do you know what books you have for sale, lady? No. It's her sister who brings it all in. All right. Farewell, book peddler. What I like about this game is that it's just so original in everything it tries to do, you know? Doesn't like force combat or and you really have to think about everything you do. Which is my favorite, critical thinking. And you could basically play it with just a mouse. So you could have one hand on the mouse, the other one around a nice, hot, long cup of tea. That'd be nice. Oh, some drunk fella. What do you need, guy? What's the answer to this person? Nothing. Yeah? Dark Souls 3, but from God's perspective. Isometric Dark Souls 3. It's the Dark Souls 3 of isometric gameplay. Why is he not talking to me now? I guess it does kind of have that like European many centuries ago kind of look. Things crumbling. Splatter of bullet holes. Kim, look. Bullet holes. Where? Someone's been shot. We're cops. We should solve it. Those are old. Fired during the revolution over half a century ago. They do not warrant investigation. Sometimes your player is just so stupid. It's like I don't want to pick the options because he's such a moron. But in the end, it kind of works out. You get some experience points out of it. You don't lose the respect of this guy. I like when you just click on something and they got to go all the way around and you can just relax. Autosave. Oh boy. I remember these guys. I'm looking for somebody named Joyce. Don't step in their game. Looks pretty modern to you? Yeah, that's true. And it has this thing where it's like, it's modern and seems like it could be of this world, but in like an alternate reality where everything is slightly different somehow. Somewhere over the rainbow where it's actually a bow of rain. 42% chance he'll give me money. Roll the dice. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, but why? Money's very important. The good cop doesn't even like us bribing him. Doesn't even like our corruption. Crazy cause. Hey, Kazi boy. We just did the interview with Gab. He's a great kid. That was fun. Just got to edit the podcast, and we'll have that up. Got to make sure we sell it. Got to get the views on that one. I'd feel bad if we didn't get him some kind of exposure. kind of stuff are you selling here? Sneakers, speakers, and comfy pants. Where'd you get those comfy pants? He's an entrepreneur. You got a permit? Maybe this is how we can get money off him. Economic freedom, baby. Perception. Okay. Kim, does he need a permit? Anyone can set up shop anytime they feel like it. No permits, no bureaucracy. It's like Hong Kong. If there's no permits, why are we? Gossamer is a fine, filmy substance consisting of cobwebs spun by a small spider, seen especially in autumn. If you're a foreigner, I'm protecting the business interests of foreign nations. Nope. Wow, this is a very philosophical game. And I'm protecting state lawlessness. I'm not an officer of the law. I'm an officer of a common anarchy. Sure. Or you could just be like, yep, no permit. Fine, cool. Fucking cat's freaking me out. How about a discount? This guy's so pathetic. We've gone from failing to get a bribe to asking for a discount, begging for one. Everything's on sale. Of course he just jacked it up so he could put it on sale. All right, what? I don't think you can actually buy anything off this guy. You got Sleepy Dogs? More condensed and shorter Western Yakuza set in Hong Kong. That sound scared you or me flitting my head? Rhetoric. Locked. All right, leave him now. Looking for somebody named Joyce. Empathy. This is the interesting part of the game. So, empathy, our skill, is actually talking to us. Why can't I see the bottom of this? These boys just woke up. We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions. Somewhere in Martinet. We're very reasonable. We're trying to get sane. If you feel crazy, the air suddenly feels calmer and more transparent. Become a citizen of the kingdom of conscience. So you can opt into this or opt out. Yeah, I want to come in. I want conscience. Boom! Thought gain. Kingdom of conscience. This game's so strange. I knew we could trust you. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner. Fantastic. See, really interesting stuff where you have no idea what to expect. These are conversation in a really interesting way, but there's still rules in this world. There's still rules, still consequences. You still got to think. And a beautiful mystery to unfold. A man on the waterlock. All the portraits look so different from each other. I guess they're probably all from different eras of art, you know. But sort of comic booky. Very comic booky. What are you doing here, man on the waterlock? Sounds like it's right out of Psychonauts. Yeah, it is a very Yoji Shinkawa, that line art style. One skill you got from uni is critical thinking. They don't want to teach people in college too much critical thinking, otherwise they'll all think, wait a second, can't we just read this information for free and then challenge the course and get a degree that way and save all of ourselves a lot of time and pressure and money? Don't think that critically. A burly man hangs up by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them. Do you know what caused this wreckage? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on the sign. Weird, huh? Plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol. Daredevil. Also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. What's further down the coast? A fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a Pizarro church. Bombed out ruins. Alright. Let's try to find Joyce. I guess this is basically the end of the world at this point. There's the pawn shop. All the characters in this game are so memorable. And the music is so perfect. It's sort of like melancholy, yearning. It's pretty, but it's got a real depth to it. Kind of like murky water. Johnny Silverhand was right. I guess you didn't know. Corpo's got it all figured out. We're just pigs in shit waiting at the trough for whatever they throw down. But I say we blow them sky high. How we gonna do it? Have a concert. Yeah. And then shoot them in the face. Course you agree. Let me take over your mind. Really prove myself. Alright, where's Bloody Joyce? So, you could say in a way like the first boss is up here. Get busty, man. I'm short on the money. Give me some. Hand-eye coordination. 58% chance of catching it. Flips a coin. Ho! We caught it, baby. The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns. Appreciate it. Or say nothing and pocket the coin. No, I appreciate that, man. Ting. Always got to help out the RCM. Shima can do more. Things are meager at the moment due to the protesters. Union got problems getting by? Nothing to worry about. The jams a bit of a mess. Cargo can get in or out. Rationing is a bit stricter. Is all. Supply should last stricto. He doesn't like scabs. Murder sounds like a lot of hard work, man. You'll never see me investigating a murder. It's fun and easy. You're right, it's almost impossible. I'm 91% sure it'll never get solved. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's actually... Oh, I think I've already picked the sensor. Probably not. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Much better here at the harbor. For an honest union man like me. What's the strike about? Serious business. We already talked to the big boss. He was an easy guy. He's a chatty guy who wants to talk about the strike. Meet the union boss, then come back. You know, since you guys are here, how about I go grab a beer? I'll be back in 30 seconds. Ish. I'm going to get some water and a beer. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be right back. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. If you drink early, you have the whole day to enjoy it. Got to plan ahead. We're having a lovely Boreal. Strong. Very natural, very malty, kind of sugary. Sweet. Sweet and strong. It is a 6.9%. It's good. Oh yeah, my favorite. All right, now we're going to get to go through this guy. Prince, here's your boy right here. I like this guy because he's physically strong, but he's also a deep thinker. So I think he is a black guy who believes in race theory. Look at Kim. Many steps back and over to the left. Let's go over the race classification. 3 categories of race. Type A, Type B, and the vile C to F. Which one do you need? Type A. Semenese, the Areopagite, the Occidentals, excluding the Maun. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are lactose intolerant. A result of inbreeding. Heineken's very refreshing in the summer, definitely. High speed racing? Velocity? Victories? A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades and mount cities. Like Stad's Canal, sounds like where Prince is from, in Frederfort, wearing wooden clogs and green tassels on their beer. Who are the Maun? You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranges, the Gottwaldens, and the Konigstenners. My people call them Maun. Maun is a derogatory term for first world people of Gottwaldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Suru and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant. Wooden clogs. In some municipalities, Prince people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades. Okay, so he doesn't like Germans. You can have too much Occidental racial purity and inbreeding. I like how he talks in caps lock. Okay. The yellow people have an overproduction of sebum leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food. Oh, so his idea of the yellow people are what, Hispanics? What are the Semenese? Indigenous people of this. He is a Semenese. Oh, you like yourself then? But I can't believe you. You're obviously biased. Doesn't seem comfortable to wear a wooden shoe. I want a shoe to have a bit of give. Although walking on wood feels good. A powerful mesomorphic. I'm a mesomorph. I'm a mesomorph / endomorph. I have a large frame, but I can gain and lose weight pretty fast. But who can't? I guess really skinny people can. Type B, unheroic, amorphous, non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Vaikoliers, the mud-colored people. That's nice. Except that's what we would call white. Interesting. Why would he call them muddy? Their skin is unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. This game is such a head trip. He's quite a lizard man, isn't he? Eating potato. You know, potatoes. So this guy, I guess, believes in what? The religion? Religious idea that the Earth has only been around for 82,000 years? All right, we'll get a quick idea of these type C to F. Failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. Chimeric? Clogs are mostly sold in tourist shops. Was it a part of the history, though? Did people used to wear them? So you could walk on water? So our logic is saying this guy's wrong and that people can't produce something sterile. You are right. You have misunderstood. You lack basic phylogenetic education. The sage will not budge. The Khoikhoi are very servile, especially when they read the rich man. Crossing the Semines with the Khoikhoi to produce a super worker of Semini strength and grad servility. The Semines man could not maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Khoikhoi woman. All right. This guy's talking about how we love disco. So we have an 8% chance of trying to knock him out. Let's not do that. All right, what's the race enigma? The racecraft is what rich people want us to do while they get all the money. Something you shock people with, liberal and progressives people. It's whatever you want it to be. Free association language exercise. That's true. Let's go with that one. Boom. What is the race enigma? We got 30 experience for that. For modern disco, I've been listening to Dua Lipa's Future Nostalgia. Good album. Rich man really fucked him over, Jean. The woman looks half bored. God, she looks so gross. His rage has already played out on the stage of history as the grotesque tragedy of revolution. Impotent class warrior, I take pity on you. You want to enter the harbor like a little boy wants to go in the potty. I can press the button for you. It will open the door. I don't need your pity. The working class will rise in a sea of blood, and you and your rich boy master will drown in it. I'm scared of hitting that in case he takes it back. Cool, we got through. Dua Lipa, D-U-A space L-I-P-A. Future Nostalgia. She's a very, very popular UK pop star. All right. He pushed the button, so he's going to let us go through. Okay. What's this? I love the name, the look of this guy coming up here. The boss man. He just looks like a big... Locked by electronic means. I thought he pressed the bloody button for me. What the F? Stop. Go back here. 2 dots. That one's beeping hard. There's no lock picking or door kicking. I thought he pressed the bloody button for me. white or not has got little to do with the race enigma. He's keeping it well hidden, but he still served them. Communism is pretty cool. Individualism is my jam. Individualism. You've gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs. I got it from disco. Offshoots of the 70s, people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race, but what's done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the 70s race. Alright, we already did all this crap. I really felt like he said, I will press the button for you. What does Kim think? Wasting our time. Okay. 8% chance, though. I felt like we already got through this. And I thought that he said, I'm going to open the door for you. I guess not. I was thinking of buying Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and trying it out on this Geforce. Right now I'm doing the Geforce and streaming at the same time. But this is a very, it's not a very demanding game graphically wise. Whereas I think the whole appeal of Flight Simulator is that it looks very lifelike and realistic, right? They say most people, when they play the game, the first thing to do, because it's basically like a recreation of Google Earth, they get to fly over, and everybody flies to their house. Everybody flies home. On the one hand, you think, oh, that's a beautiful concept. People just want to go home. On the other hand, you think, you can go anywhere in the world and you go to where you've already spent most of your life. Just so you can relive that memory. But I guess it's also a really good way of testing the game's accuracy, right? Because you know what your home looks like.
Is this about the questions again? I don't really know anything.
I like this girl. I like how she answers the question so stupidly, and then when you question her on what they could mean by her lack of explanation, she just changes her answer. What do you think happened? I don't know. No need to worry. Scratches her nose like a real smart person. When you crash into your home? Fuck you, memories. Dad, you said I'd never fly a plane, Dad. Actually, my dad started flying planes. But I think he got spooked. I think he was flying around and he thought, it's too dangerous. One thing could go wrong and you're done. But he did a bunch of lessons and flew on his own and flew right over our house and looked at it. Oh, what was that girl's name? Probably not Joyce. We're looking for a Joyce. Revachol. Oranje. Klasje. Sounds like me trying to pronounce Lithuanian. What's this broad's name? Yeah, I think it was like a two-man plane. A Cessna, maybe? She's got Freet clerk. Would you like potatoes? Yeah. Yeah, I think it was probably a Cessna. Probably a two-person thing. But yeah, something about it just made him... All of a sudden, he didn't want to do it anymore. He wanted to live, damn it. Being a pilot was one of the first things I wanted to be when I was a kid. Probably because of Star Wars. Looked fun. I thought, I can fly in a TIE fighter. And then I watched a documentary about guys that fly in jet planes. And how when you're pulling those crazy G's, you got to go... Because you have to stop the blood from leaving your head. So you have to constantly clench your neck muscles so that you don't... otherwise, all the blood would go from your head and you'd just be like... Ugh, in a jet. Because you see those the footage where they put somebody like a journalist or something or a TV show host. They put them in those planes and they do a loop-de-loop, pull some G's, and the civilians, the civvies, they always pass out. You have a Skyscanner app. It's amazing how many people just go joyriding for fun. What's a Skyscanner app? That's your, I guess it's looking at the sky. And what? Oh, this is a good song. Where is home? I don't remember. It's weird for yourself to be asking yourself, me, about your past, and then to decide on it. And then it asks you, why did you say that? Does it mean anything? The name must have some meaning. Or let's just ask Lieutenant Kitsuragi about it. No, but isn't that an expression, not a place? An expression, a saying, up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. Flight Radar 24. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. See all the air traffic. Oh, cool. And people just flying around for fun. Yeah, I mean, you spend all this time getting ready to fly. You might as well, right? Might as well get up there and look around. I think it would be all about showing off. If you're a rich person and you had a private plane, brought a girl over or somebody you're trying to sleep with, why don't we go for a ride? I'll take you up 10,000 feet, baby. It's so lame to... It's tacky to say the exact number of feet. Very tacky. What a lovely lady, Lena. He nods politely. Who's sweetie? Does that mean you like me? Both of these answers I don't like. But okay, we'll go number 2. Ooh. She said the most voiced lines out of anybody so far. You look dazed like a stunned fox. I don't mean to be clicking these things. There's a bit of a delay in the click. You can see all the police too. Police traffic. They're all... What if all the police in the army are just romantics at heart? And they're trying to love all the black people and they accidentally kill them because they can't cope with their feelings. We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts? I don't want to say that. The Whirling in Rags Cafeteria. And where is that located? Revahall? Yes, indeed. The fine city of Revahall. What kind of place is it? How could I tell you? The most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. But she hasn't seen very many other cities personally, obviously. but everybody says so. What year is it? The spring of 51? The year 973? The end times? It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't know how old I am. The year is 51. Spring has only just started. There are better days ahead. All right. What regime are we living under? I like this lady. She's very helpful. She's asking us all these questions to get us to clue back in with who we are, what we're doing. Democracy, a dictatorship of the proletariat. Fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. No. Intelligent machines that perform calculations to form the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds. Sounds like your Twitter followers, Lachlan. Or your follows. We are living under the cop regime. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception. No. Concealing our true masters, foreigners and women. Yeah, let's go with that. Nothing like that. It's a zone of control, led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. No government of our own, and certainly no matriarchy. If there's no government, why are there cops? You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Reval, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the Revolution. All right. Who could tell me more? Someone more educated, like the lieutenant. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? We have to say that. Her expression becomes very serious. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck? Could this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad lost person on the earth. Tug on her heartstrings. We have a 92% chance of tugging on her heartstrings. Roll the dice. Ooh, an 11. You shed a single manly tear. It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I am at the end of my rope. Any money you have could help me. We got a pin. Oh, well, that's nice. And we'll pawn it. The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering above the water behind them. St. Baptiste, summer 31, dinghy races. You could sell this for cash. That's cool, because like all these different things are inside your character. The perception, the savoir-faire, your empathy, and they're all competing with each other. Thank you. She smiles. You're welcome. Great, let's go. We got to find out who Joyce is. I wonder if she's up. She might be upstairs. Are you Joyce? Are you a man? You are Gora Chikubek. It's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, don't call him Gorachi Kubek. Gorachi, Mr. Kubek. Let's go talk to Joyce upstairs. What's this? A clue? I think I remember why I stopped playing this game at one point, or stopped wanting to stream it, because it's a real kind of slow burn, and you have to. It's a lot of reading and a lot of thinking. It's what I like about Divinity Original Sin 2 is that every single line is voiced. Karaoke. All right, we need another tape. Another copy of the tape. Then we can sing some karaoke and really learn about ourselves. It's an interesting thing about playing a game. There's the story of the game, and then there's the completion of sort of the tasks, right? And doing things because you're role-playing, or doing things because of the story, and doing things because you think, this is what the game wants me to do, or this is the way I can get the best ending or the best result. No one answered. Shower. The door does not care about your emotions. The door probably thinks you're a has-been loser too. You feel your funny necktie becoming tighter and tighter on your neck. Try the handle. You cannot get in. We'll leave. I remember there was a girl right around this corner when we were here. Not anymore. It'd be pretty embarrassing for our partner to see our room, but here we go. Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door. That's the only thing he doesn't want to look at. Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet. It's all very morbid. I did it my way. Plus 5 XP. I can see that. He wants to leave. All right. Anything else we can grab out of here that's useful? No time to go, no time to stop and sleep. All right, we need to find Joyce. Where is Joyce? Let's find out. I'm going to take the easy way out and look it up because I don't want to be walking around too much. Joyce, the current negotiator for the Wild Pines Company. She's trying to work things out between the union workers and the management. She's on the boat at the docks. Go west from the hotel, west from the bookstore, north from the road, northwest past the apartment building. Fantastic. I never would have went there, so out we go. Let's go find Joyce. All right, go west from the hotel. Go west again, and then north, up along the coast. Oh, I remember Joyce. I remember she's prim and proper. She's elegant. She comes from education and money. She has many things to say. She has things to take care of. She's in charge of a lot of things, but encountering struggle like us all, and like all the characters in this game. As this game is a reflection of life and what people can achieve in it. The obstacles they face and their expertise. Look at this beautiful schooner. There's Joyce. Joyce? The game menu told me to tell you something. How do you cycle down in this menu? I feel like we've asked all of these things. In your opinion, if I may ask, Would you say the Débardeurs Union is an effective advocate for the rights of local working men, a giant leech sucking the life out of Riverhall, or a socialist mob? It's a very extreme. Let's see. An effective advocate. Why do you think so? Her voice is calm. There's only curiosity. What she calls corruption is simply an aesthetic category. Talking in aesthetic categories is the privilege of the overclass. From what I've seen, most people are just trying to survive. That's very true. Point taken. The crow's feet in the corner of her eyes deepen. She looks to the city behind you, then to the coast. But Everard, what else can I do for you? There's something that we're supposed to tell her. Okay. Oh, you have to spend skill points to unlock these thought things. I think we've got the race theory figured out. Do we have to forget about this? Problem and solution. God, this game is very complex. Alright, what was the problem? That big guy was our problem. Solution. Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bidding phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery is cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to him about your newly found insights. So we are supposed to. The mystery is mostly aesthetic. This is very crazy. I'm always complaining I want more things to be critical thinking, and then I get them, and it's tough. Advanced race theory. We probably should do it. Alright. Sing karaoke. Get a reality lowdown. The jam mystery. Oh, okay. Someone's using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients of drugs into Riverhall. Joyce said there's 3 drivers. Talk to them. Alright. Joyce's info on the lynching. You have to present her with your badge, or if you did her a favor. I see. So I think we lost our badge. So we need to talk to the 3 drivers at the intersection about the drug trade. All right, let's do that. Fantastic. Because she's not going to say anything else. Did you put the scabs at the gate? Scabs, the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to. They were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, and it would be a company secret. Couldn't share that with you. Not right now, at least. She will discuss at a later moment. All right, let's go talk to Jace. How you doing, Mr. Jace? How's Ghost of Tsushima been? That was a fun game. Ghost of Tsushima, I think one of the best things it did was the UI. The wind guiding the way in the screen. Not filling up the screen with a bunch of useless crap. Oh, we got a pretty good view of the dead body from back here. Loving the ghost. Yeah. I think that was, Lena was saying that was the last PlayStation 4 exclusive for the big old PS5. Yeah, it was a very solid game. It had, for me, it had just the right amount of story where I was engaged. It didn't dwell on it too much. It set the table. Characters had interesting things to say. No overly long cutscenes. When I first started it, I was playing with the that samurai mode a lot. I really liked how it looked in black and white, but I found but then I found that you couldn't do the counters correctly because they were really reliant on color. And even when there's so much on the map to do, it doesn't feel stressful or overwhelming or bland. Yeah, I think they really, really nail that. I mean, They're the people that were making Infamous, right? I believe. Sucker Punch. So I think that they have a pretty good pedigree with that modern style of game. Big, glossy, shiny, happy, open world games with lots of things to do. Like that's where Cyberpunk really struggled, was putting stuff on the map and the overlap of quests and people trying to talk to you about all these quests, and it felt like it didn't have that final polish of like the right things were there, but they would just all come up at the wrong time. Oh, really? Cool. Because I would like to play it again with that black and white setting. They're both pretty nice looking. You tell him. I'm the racist lorry driver. You can say, well, I think we all learned something here. Now that's all settled, I have a couple of questions. Fucking A, Kim. Punch him in the shoulder. Couple of questions. You're a lorry man. What's your stance on drugs? We're trying to find out who's smuggling the drugs. What are you hauling? Drugs? Let's come at it from a more of a tactful perspective. No much anymore. I've got to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike. So it's a sit and wait on your situation. How long's it been going on? The strike waited for a while, a month, 2 months maybe. But this year, just the last week or so. What kind of cargo? Apples. Apples is not the thing. Is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide. Apples? Yeah, apples. What's your stance on drugs? Drugs, they're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. He takes a long drag of the cigarette. Why not? You know where that shit comes from? Saramiriza, Safre, Limara. They take the money from a local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they compete us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage. Racial economic sabotage. But they make alcohol in Ilmara. So you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinez? I agree. It's our responsibility to keep the poison off the streets of Revahol, right? Let's agree with him. Good cop, bad cop. He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for 2 seconds, and then... I don't know shit, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most others have left. What do you think? I can leave the lorry on guard there? Stuff's been getting looted. Little keep sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer. Reaction speed. There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby. I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way. Do you know what happened? Got some experience. Seems like something positive. I know that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Roiling in Rags when some kept boy smashed his luck and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. He takes a long suck on his cigarette, appearing to savor the taste. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. Bad for him. The man shakes his head dismayed, furiously pulling on his cigarette. It's a fucking travesty is what it is. If it's not you, who's running the drugs at Terminal B? Si Lang, the beady-eyed South Samaritan. That sounds racist. He's a racist lorry driver. His little side business is a scam. Ah, the lies. He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on the Humanox lorry. His tribe are not your liars. It's in their blood. Alright, I guess we're going to go talk to Silang. We're done. I feel like we're making progress. Go talk to Silang. Go talk to Silang. Silang seems like a charming guy. Did seem like he was kind of up to something. At the moment, you can't find anything specific that there is on that black and white. Maybe you're mistaken. Yeah, I mean, there could be other ways to differentiate from the attacks that I wasn't cluing into. I just remember from what the game was telling me, it was saying, look for blue attacks. Look for red attacks. But the black and white looks nice. It's that real deep, high contrast black and white. Oh, like it's glowing. But the color is also really great in the game, too. I mean, this guy sounds the most trustworthy. You seem like a man who knows about drugs. Oh, man, me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? Do you finance those other addictions with drug trafficking? I need to get high. I'm looking for a dealer. Let's just be straight with the guy. The lieutenant steps in. We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it into the lorry and drive it to the Jamrock. It seems strange to just come out and be so straightforward with people, but I guess that is what you're supposed to do when you're a cop. And then you see how they react. Not me, man. No way. You don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms. I'm afraid it's headed towards a conflagration. Then why are you hanging around? Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo. I gotta work on my rhymes. He stays away from the criminal underbelly of Riverhole. He's a guest. It's a CRPG, which were the computer role-playing games of the late 90s, early 2000s. It's based on that, but instead of combat, it's all done through dialogue. You wake up in a place and you don't remember anything. You're a guy who's almost dead from alcohol, from being an alcoholic, but you have to solve a murder. He doesn't even remember that he's a cop. See, this is his profile case here. And then it's all done with D&D dice rolls. So I have a 58% chance of figuring this out. And your different skills are like your party members that have different advice that they give you. It's a really... it's a very impressive game. Let's go for it. Boom! Check failure. Your best verse? You don't even have a bad verse in here. Just tumbleweed and liquor stains. What are you doing? She broke me. She fucking broke me. It's brutal, man. But you know, time will. No, Tommy, these are my rhymes. She fucked me till I bled. Uh-oh, morale's down. In the name of God, what are you doing? It's not real. It's not my actual thoughts. It's a poem. Continue on. It'll never be the same. She's always there. Fuck the case. Fuck everything. Total doom. These are your rhymes. They're from your life. Thanks, man. He's not lying. He liked the end. He thanks us for stopping. Empathy. Formidable. 42%. Here we go. Come on. Roll them dice. Success with a 10. In his eyes, a half-familiar longing. Flecks of brown and gold. Picasso, come here. Come here. Oh, yeah. Sleepy dog. All right. What do you think, Picasso? Southwest. What's in the Southwest? I can fix anything. There are things even a cop can't fix. There's no helping in absence, eh? Oh, yes. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, a second kid in the way, waiting all the way in Diora. Here I am, stuck in this shit so far from home. What's it like to miss someone? Good and bad, an ache that brings you joy. Okay. Are we missing someone? We're missing our own past. Inland Empire. Like, what the hell is that? A medium 10 versus your total 11. I miss someone, but I don't know who it is. Feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't seem like it has much of an upside. We got experience. We can't do our sweet verse. He said go to the Southwest, though. All right, let's go talk to Si Lang. What are you doing waking up at this time? It's bloody 2:42, dog. A.M. You crazy wacko. You're a crazy wacko, dog. Si Lang. The game has told me it's time to talk to you, so I will.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
What's your stance on drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course, in which case drugs are excellent. Tasty, tasty drugs. I'm super into drugs. Or we should just proceed. Let's play it cool. It seems like the game and our partner is telling us just be direct with people. We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in the traffic jam. That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc. But I'm not a lorry driver. I'm a street vendor. I don't know anything about it. A blatant lie. Yet he tells it with such conviction we'd believe him if we didn't know better. But you are a lorryman. Another driver has identified you and your lorry. Who said that? It's that fat racist. I bet it's him. He's got an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater. So you admit you're a lorry driver? No, I said I work harder and he's an asshole. He can't get out of it, smart man. Maybe I'm a lorry driver. But that's not the most important thing about me. This is my dream. What do you know about the drug operations? Nothing. He doesn't get involved with that crowd? What crowd's that? You know, drug crowd. You know who they are. So you're using this rhetoric stuff. So these are all these roles, right? Or like stat markers. So it was like a medium idea or a challenge of 10 versus our total in this rhetoric of 10. So I guess we follow that advice. Tell me now. They're bad people doing bad things. I've spent 15 years working my way up. Here we go. A tiny bit of truth. Zoom in. Gotta give us a reason to move on. It's a she. The lady driver. Stay away from her. She's no lady. Who is the woman? One by the statue of the king. The third driver. In her lorry. Okay. Who are the other drivers who talk? All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. I'll be cool. Who is talking about the lady driver? The racist or the one with the tattoos? All of them. Alright, we're cool. Ice cold. You buy something. 58% chance of him to give us some money. Roll the dice. You seem like a successful entrepreneur. Support a member of the local police force. But why? It's an investment. An investment in me? A highly experimental human being. The risk-reward ratio is insane. Invest in me not telling your employer about your operation? Yeah. How much are we talking about? Let's go for 10. I think $1 million is not going to work. Boom, we got 10. All right, off to talk to that lady. Does kind of look like Bloodborne, eh? Sort of like European Victorian thing. A motor carriage. The number 57. Oh, this is our old car. Pull out the toolbox. Metallic driver. The tools are neatly organized. Oh, no, this is Ken Kutaragi's place. Kim Kitsuragi. Take some chain cutters. That could be useful. How about a pry bar? Okay. I feel like we can take... And a flashlight. Nice. Tap on the fuel preheater gauge. The engine is warm. Great, let's get out of here. Alright, where's this lady? That's the guy. The lady in the lorry. Maybe she's down here. Autosave is a good sign. Not much left here. I think it sort of lights up if you can access something. Ah, who's this? Pale driver. Look at that portrait. Small wrinkled woman. She nods to something on a radio. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. It's the warmth of the winter night's fire. She could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your grandma? No, what does Inland Empire mean? Excuse me, ma'am. No response. Snap the fingers.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Snap your fingers twice.
Where am I? Who are you?
She's come back. The smile on her face disappeared. Maybe she's super on drugs. You were out.
I remember now. I'm still stuck in the traffic jam. In the 50s.
When else would you be?
Back in Mexico, in the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and coffins are filled with young people. I was on my way to a new one day, 6 weeks, starting nothing for me. Until you come along, that is. Jill, this can be a woman. He was the biggest star of his day. The others used to faint and die with the cinema whenever he came on the screen. My schoolboy used to memorize all his lines. Someone was. They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
Crazy.
They are beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They are coming for this, you know. All of them. I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Roman. It was early spring. The Miami and the black sun just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was gold. When you people were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. And again, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mexico is a massive confederation in the Isola of Mundi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and as of recently an outcast due to its tilt to the far right. It's like every word is sort of recognizable, but different, twisted. All right, police questions.
Not like I have anything better to do in this hell of a world.
Are you the lady driver? She doesn't think of herself as a lady. Don't repeat it. I see. So this is an easy one. Success. You have two options here. One is to say the word lady again. Your suggestion, part of your brain is saying don't do it. So I'm going to take that advice. Not use the word later. You're a woman. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that one on the long haul. I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me. The drama says it's not her, so it could be somebody else. Who is the female driver? She doesn't know. Long haul? The big ones, the tracks, there's no woman and men there, it's all just... In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes the people where they want to stay. What does she know about drugs? What is she hauling? You're a May. So they're hauling diamonds, so I guess they wouldn't have like a financial interest in hauling drugs because diamonds are worth enough. Okay. Great. Just when I was thinking, are we done here? Kim joins in, chirps in, we are done. So the plot thickens. Find out who's the lady driver and where's her lorry. Who's the lady driver? She accused the poet, but the poet, she said also it's the only guy I can see. And that was right. So who's this bloody lady driver?
Looking for something?
The lady driver. Oh, he smirks and doesn't know what we're talking about? Then why are you smirking? He doesn't think the cops will run anything. The lady driver? La puta madre. A legendary, not in a good way, crime boss from the Jamrock controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revelhole West. The lieutenant's got a plan, let him do it. Just cross your arms and nod. Let Kim do it. Presume you're familiar with his peones. Yeah, there's little bitches. Not just the unions, he's got peones everywhere. Some say even in the RCM. Dirty fucking peones who would do anything for them. Multi-ethnic drug addicts. The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, he's getting into it. Say nothing, baby. So if we didn't have that drama thing giving us a success, then we could accidentally pick the wrong one. And not say nothing. You're not peones. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were. No, of course not. We're not peones. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peone's job to find out who that is. He's surprisingly good at this. Not bad at all. Look at him lurching. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. Won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief. This guy's not scared of us or the mob. He's under the protection of the Lorryman and Carter's Guild. Good luck. They sound real tough. Seen the corpse in the yard? I know you did. Does it look like his friends protected him? You wouldn't just leave him out there if you... But his hands are shaking. His sentence simply ends. Oh yeah, if the lieutenant wins, he's softened him up. Now let's finish the job. We have an 8% chance of that, even with a +2 buff of Kim's bluff. What was the argument about? I feel like we went down the wrong alleyway of questioning with that one, talking about the his racist comments. All right, this guy also doesn't want people to mix races. Who knows what might happen? Hmm. 70% now because of the Occidental Alliance. But we don't have enough of this. We're back to all these ones we've already used. He's put up the wall of racism. How about the rights and privileges of the lorrymen? It's a big deal. Great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to the privileges. And that's a privilege? Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything. Very ancient, very prestigious. You're in the Carters Guild. Goddamn right. Trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profits. 17% chance. Let's go for it. It's a white check, so we can try it if we fail. And we fail big time. But that did push us to new dialogue options, so it was a good choice. But that didn't work. Earlier it told us we needed to push it, but I guess we didn't approach it from the right angle, which feels right. Damn it. Now we have to ask somebody else. About the lady driver. Damn, I feel like we had a good chance at going at him. What's Kim got to say?
You said before that you were down with racism. Was it meant in earnest, or were you just trying to win his confidence?
Of course, it was just the time-honored technique known as the lie. I suppose that's a relief. Just be careful often you avail yourself of this technique. A lie may be useful in the short term, but they have a way of catching up with you later. Interesting. We're going to run into lots of racism throughout. Who is the lady?
Hello again, officer. How are things?
Interesting. I don't know. I wonder if we can make some progress on this in this session. See how close we are to it. So this person says you got to talk to 4 people. The racist, did it. Smoking poet, did it. Old lady, yep. And the guy selling things. Okay. Well, maybe we can go back and talk to the poet who's right there. Yeah, okay. So now we have more information. We can talk to him. Oh, it's sort of like a detective RPG. So But everything is done in like a really strange way. So like you get these ideas and you can put them in your mind bubbles. And then you end up getting, it starts as a problem and then it becomes a solution after time. You get experience from it and you can keep it or forget it. You can add on more of these by using skill points. But I don't know if I should be putting those skill points into other things. Here's the different tasks we have to do. Now where are the actual... Yeah, it's yeah, and then here's our different points here. So let's see what one would be good to level up. I've got nothing on physique. I mean, all this stuff is just crazy. There's so many skills. Conceptualization is 6. I mean, there's so many skills, and you don't know when they're going to pop up. Yes, it's quite crazy, and it's very mysterious and sort of cerebral, and as to what these skills do. So I don't really know where to level up. Like, maybe I'll pump this one up if I can. But wait, you can just do hand-eye coordination, perception, savoir-faire. Why don't we max one of these out? Nah. Savoir-faire, let's level it up. Okay. Motorics base, learned skill, bonus some items, sneak under their noses, and stun with immense panache. Interesting. Master machines, pick locks, straighten your back, keep a poker face. Yeah, it's like I don't even know what to upgrade, because it's all kind of doing it in its own language. But yeah, like I said, you're this cop who has been trying to kill himself with partying and booze, doesn't remember a thing, and has to solve a murder. And you're in this place that's kind of racist, that has a union strike. But what I like about it is that it plays like an RPG, a computer RPG from this time, but everything about it is done in its own way. Yeah, so I don't even know like where to start. You know, where do you start putting these buttons into? These points. The lady driver. What is it? She isn't around here anymore. She isn't an evil drug trafficker, and I don't know where she is. Now you're saying you do know before you didn't. I told you I was hoping it's not her, that she wouldn't be mixed up in it. And then you have these different skills that come in and give you hints on how to proceed through the dialogue. It's true. But they're sort of like different voices in your head talking to you, giving you a different perspective. So you sort of have like these, your empathy, your drama, and your rhetoric all giving you different perspectives on how to deal with that information. And then you take the information from there and then try to proceed. People call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. What does she look like? A youngish woman, gruff, but in a cool way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like when you first see perception or persuasion, you think, I know those things. That makes sense. But then you go, but I don't understand a lot of the things. Well, I understand them, but when a lot of these things come up, it seems like the game has its own language. Blue and violet dyed hair. It was violet when she got here, blue before she went. And she may have dyed it again. Who is she to you? A friend, an acquaintance, I don't know. The only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law. When did she leave? He doesn't want to give it up. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. We Can't just let it go. We're the police. That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive. Can't have that on my conscience. It won't come to that. We won't pursue her. It's information only. We're just the police. I don't believe you. Believe us, it really is. You said she's troubled. How? She's got the darkness in her. The young person's darkness when you think it's all over and you're looking for a way out. She shared this with you? Yeah. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. It's not snitching, it's some questions. Come on, man, life is just a joke. I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not? I heard the rumors, saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. She told me, too, that she's had a violent life, but I wasn't afraid, more like for her. Did this violent life include drug trafficking? Well, looks like it did now, but we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know. She talked about her mind. Her mind? The way it worked, the trouble it was giving her. When she left, did she leave her lorry behind? Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions. Plenty of drivers who couldn't stand her or are afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out. There's the racist man. That's right. So the rhetoric is saying, this guy says they're friends and then acquaintances, and he's okay with others ratting her out. So that's something we could push. Or empathy. Push Tommy, it'll break his heart. And his spirit. You will not be friends. So the game is letting us know, one, how to push him. That you can push him to figure it out. But that you will not be friends with him because of your empathy. Your empathy knows he won't be friends if you push him. Force him. I thought you were a different kind of cop. Something breaks in him as he stares into your eyes. The realization that you've used his friendliness and goodwill for your own ends. Where is the lady driver? Here. He takes a keyring from his pocket and looks at it before giving it to you in silence. I got a key. Her lorry's still here, down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know. When did she leave? Last Friday. Why do you have the keys? She left them. She trusted him. So I can get out. Get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose. Whoa, look at that face. Where is she now? Doesn't know. Sorry I had to do it. Well, buddy, I didn't come here to be friends. We are the police. This is our job. It's not about making friends. You only make friends to get information out of people. I don't feel like it's a game where you need to grind up skills and have them leveled up in a way. So, alright, where's her bloody lorry? What did he say? Purple carriage? Doo-doo-doo. Search through the lady driver's lorry cabin near the monument. Right. Near the monument. Acquire a copy of the city map. Okay, where's the monument? It looks like a mine. No, it's a tree. Yeah. But I mean, you think about like what in a game makes you feel like you're friends with somebody? Is it them helping you out, or is it the story? For me, it's a gameplay thing. So if there's a part of me that thought, yeah, he was a nice guy. He gave us the most information without a fight. He spoke in a friendly way, even when you made a fool of yourself, trying to make rhymes. He wasn't super supportive, but he was he was supportive in a way that wasn't trying not to embarrass your character. And he gave us some information that helped us progress this piece of the game. And that's what I think made me care for him. Sometimes you play these games and it just feels like they tell you, this is your friend because it's your friend. As opposed to someone, if you're playing a really difficult game where it was difficult to if you're playing Dark Souls and you could not get past some enemies and a character appeared and helped you get past them, you would feel a bond towards them, right? A lorry stuck in a traffic jam. Big, heavy, grad made. Look in that window. The windows are clear, recently washed. What about that back seat? Small perch asleep, large ashtrays. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Helmdall, the Lost City of the Pygmies. Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual. This is the guy. Alright, fine. Racist guy. These lorries. What an interesting design. What about the ladies' lorry that's stuck? Where the hell is that? They said it's by the monument. You kicked the friendly NPC and demon souls into a pit of enemies so that he would fight them instead of me. You kicked it. Okay, so you kicked him in there so that the enemies would fight the NPC instead of fighting you? Or so that the NPC would fight the enemies instead of you? Like the NPC was just a peaceful guy hanging out, and then you kicked him to aggro him, but towards the enemies? That's a cool idea. It's one way to do it. That's cool. And that's what's fun about Dark Souls, Demon Souls, is that because it's so challenging, when you can find a creative way to get through it, it doesn't feel like you're cheesing the system. It feels smart. It feels like a clever way to do it. And it feels like the developers would be happy you did that. He wants your help and he's up on the ledge, but if you knock him in, he fights them. Nice. Here we go. A green fawn A to Z contemporain is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days. This is the one our man pointed to. Unlock the door. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. A cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked into the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. Just a nice, friendly kick into a pit of vicious, bloodthirsty enemies. Toolbox. Unfold the newspaper. Piece of paper falls from the pages. The note. An article ripped from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. Never heard of it. He knows of FM, AM, UKV, but not Ulan. He's got lots of practice. He was hanging around. You're teaching him a lesson. Alright, examine this radio. The Ulan. Frequency dial's absent. Requires a key, but the key's been removed. Strange. So many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least. What can we do with this radio? Doesn't look like it. Completely inoperable without the dial key. Why would anyone need so many? Contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen. An impressive organizational tool, the nerve center of a huge operation, with quite the range. The posters. Movie posters, yeah, starlets from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. A centerfold of an ingenuity. The actress, draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bare, the faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. It's Tip Tione, starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent and her tragic, untimely death. When Jace came and kicked her off a ledge into a crowd of paparazzi Jace didn't want to deal with. She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here on Boogie Street. Mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world and the camera, too. Enough of the posters. How about them pedals? You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle. Sandpaper adds easy grip. A novel technique. Well, that's all we can do here. We're going to have a word with Kim before we talk to Joyce.
All right, we finished. Let's quickly debate and go over what we found, so we don't do this in front of the company.
Honestly, I'm quite worried about what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. Especially are intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this illegal drug trade casts a wide net. This means it's well-funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it. I'm not sure what the ULAN frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe else used to tap into RCM networks. Will the RCM open an investigation? Return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we're done for the day, we'll call the station. The narcotics department can look into it. More than enough grounds to start an official investigation sometime later when we're done here. Don't want to get caught in that. What are you thinking? The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean, especially if the moderate grouping is involved. Corruption? All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. Won't help anyone. Anything with the movie posters? No. A lot of women. All right, let's go talk to this lady. I think we can put an end to day one. I've actually made some pretty decent progress. It's nice to just slowly cruise around a small but dense world. But what if it was way bigger and you could drive cars and it had crafting and it had side missions? So many side missions. And you could shoot people and punch them. That's the coolest thing about this, is that combat. It's not just like, there's so many video games that come out and they're beautiful to look at and they have a great idea for the story and the characters. And then all it comes down to is, and then you run around and shoot people. Oh. Like every game. Why does that have to be like Call of Duty or Doom? Because people must die in a video game. She has eyes that are watching. She won't tell us. Someone looked into it, an official investigation. Our authority inside of us is saying, stop the lieutenant from interjecting. Interject on his interjection. The decision should be yours? Nah. So that's the thing, is like, these things that are giving you this advice, are they the right thing or just an opinion? The visual novel you played taught you anything, is that you don't need combat or brutal character deaths. Absolutely. You just need critical thought and meaningful decisions. In whatever game it is, meaningful decisions. Dark Souls is great because the decision of when to attack or roll is meaningful because of the stamina meter. You can't spam the roll, and when you attack, the animation has to play out before you can defend yourself. Whereas like in The Witcher 3, you can roll an infinite amount of times and you can cancel out of your attacks. So there's no meaningful decision. You just spam attack and then press roll when you need to. You know? That's what it's all about. Well, let's let the lieutenant do it. I have no problem with that. Her tone is more cautious, either from what we said or having to say it to Kim. How is the lynching and the strike connected? Her employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in her. In the moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it her security detail. Momentary lapse of faith. She relayed the union's initial offer. Every worker, a member of the board, tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric or a joke. They didn't appreciate the humor. She doesn't need a security detail. The mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple, meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering. Who are they? Crenell, Oran Yesi, military company. 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to her sporadically, but they do not answer to her. The relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience, and trauma and stress or disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment. What happened? The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. This all happened within the last couple of days in recent history. He was taken up behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night, so we know who it is. The colonel of her security detail. Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I haven't been able to discuss the matter with anyone. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders for now. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Executions will follow. Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants. And we can tell her this is not disco. Very true. It's very far from disco. Waves crash against the side of her boat. My only hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. If you don't pin it on someone good and do it fast, they'll identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. And the Union will respond to project strength and power. It'll be 1,000 to 1 if the débardeurs get involved. The confrontation is inevitable. Doesn't have to be like this. Yeah, when is this going to happen? She doesn't know. The colonel, did you know him? Lily. Service name, a nom de guerre, most likely. can't remember the guy's eye color and is sad about it. Lieutenant was just testing her, asking a small detail to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed. 40 or 50. He had a combat injury in his lower jaw. Occidental. Light brown hair, mixed accent. Who's the woman? Because we haven't heard about an assault. Michael Corey. I'm good, buddy. Just finishing up a session here and then gonna go to bed. We're kind of getting to the end of the first day in this game. Asking a bunch of people, finding out there's a drug trade going on. 8:30 a.m. for you. It is 3:30 here. So you're 5 hours ahead of me. You're in England or Portugal or Greenland. $2.30 for Jace. Oh, you're in Ireland. Ireland. You're in Ireland. Most of my favorite podcasters are Irish. $2.30 for Jace, too. Yeah, and I think when it comes in the spring, it'll have all the... what do we call it? I think they're going to release a whole bunch of free updates. I'm playing this on Geforce, so you could be playing this on your phone or tablet or like a laptop. I'm playing this on a computer that has no graphics card that I'm currently streaming from. I'm cloud gaming it. It's a really good game to cloud game because it's not about reflexes or timing or anything, right? The remaining 2 mercs, they've gone to ground. They're armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revelhole Citizens Militia as she does. They think we're vigilantes, ghetto savages. Yeah, it's not graphically demanding. I can stream it with a low bit rate, and you're not going to have to worry about like latency or lag or anything. Yeah, no combat. So if you were going to buy this on Steam, if you could get like a cheap kind of Green Man gaming code or whatever, it's you could play this on the GeForce, and I think it would be worth it. Did you miss the part about ceramic armor and automatic weapons? It's a bad idea. One she won't be party to. We have a very high chance of passing the logic of where are the mercenaries. Because a +1, scab leader, murder, bad reply. +1, clothes didn't fit right. +2, didn't pass background check. Ka-ding! 1 is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates, the one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise. The other's a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers. Yeah, who's the one in the building overlooking the roundabout? Practically inaccessible. How about a radio? Does she have an earpiece? Short wave at the ship's wheel. Aye. Bye, Michael. Thanks for popping in. Always good to see your name. She doesn't want us to kick the hornet's nest. Okay. Okay, I think I've gotten everything out of her.
Yes.
I wonder if there's anything else we should be doing here. Find your other shoe. Okay, we can call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave. Okay, well, we've pushed through. I'm going to stop there. That was fun. Jace, good to see you again, man. Michael, out in Ireland, Crazy Cause. Just a fun little experiment to see if I could pop back into the middle of this game with its depth and cerebralness. And to try Geforce Now, I guess it means that I still have a subscription that I thought I canceled. I've been trying to look for a good CRPG to dive back into. I think it's probably going to end up being Divinity Original Sin 2. Kelranos. Oh, thank you for lurking, Kelranos, and for saying hi and bye. I'll be back. I'm trying all different times of streaming because just the internet is so bad, right? It's better at night, so stay tuned, Kelranos. I'd like to get back into Morrowind. Probably try some Divinity Original Sin 2. Maybe some Ring Fit Adventure again. I'm super overweight. That'd be the smartest thing to do. Maybe some Geforce Now stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot to cancel it because it was so hard to figure out how to cancel it. I should just buy like a year's worth. It's pretty handy to just play it on your computer like this with no graphics card or anything. Just have it look great, and you could like stop playing here and pick it up on my MacBook, go to bed and like play the rest of it. Which I might do. Probably be a good way to put me to sleep. Okay, I'm out of here. Bye, 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 bye.